Sanford Stadium in Athens. It's week 11 of this college football season, and our coverage on EA Sports continues. The Tar Heels ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So Georgia's offense has the ball first today. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
And, man, this is kind of synonymous with Georgia football, right? Over the years, you've seen through Kirby Smart, right? Like physicality, toughness, run game. But it starts with the big, massive human beings. There he goes! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did. Snags it, and there's running room. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Wiley. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Makes the catch. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
Now the play fake. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. The run inside. It's Frazier. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense
might have a chance. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And they said to us in the meetings leading up to this football game, really wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, run the football. First drive, this is exactly what they're doing. They're getting what they want. This defense has to get better at the point of attack.
Got it behind the line. It's Wiley. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it set up on the outside. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
He wants it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. And the Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Tight end now in motion. The play action fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it really doesn't matter what play call this offense does. Like first possession, 3 and out, obviously struggled. This one right here, nothing on the ground. The offensive line has to do a better job. They got to be better up front, whether they want to run it, whether they want to throw it. It's got to start with the offensive line.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. And now the hit knocks it loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
He could go off. Oh, man, really? Coughed it up. Looked like he was going to do some damage, take that thing back to the house, and instead he coughs it up and gives it to the other team.
Running inside, it's Frazier. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the 4th quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Dropping back, it's Chambers. Punt Gets it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Finds his man. It's Thurman. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. All the way back to the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll start on the ground with Frazier.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Back to pass on second down. With the catch, it's Riley. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Here's a give to Frazier. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Keeps it himself. Did the work himself. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got...
Finding some room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Handoff for Frazier. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
On third down, here's Frazier. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the North Carolina sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some.
He's loose. He's at the 20. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Might be changing the route. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Georgia using its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
4th down here, it's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. This is now a 7-point game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
To the air, it's Stockton. Throws for the tight end. Working on the right. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Dogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Caught behind the line. It's Wiley. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Back to pass. It's Stockton. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to...
Shakes him in, and he might take off. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Really nice time to go RPO there by the offense. 3rd and short, you might run the football. You got to fake that, certainly, and it freezes the defense just a split second enough for the QB to spit that thing out to the perimeter.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Here's a give to Frazier. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can create holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick with the physical ground game late in the game. That's how you finish opponents off.
He'll keep it on 2nd down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
Touchdown, Georgia! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a...
Got a little grass. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. This game is decided as we check out the Week 11 scoreboard. Top 12 teams in the country. Of course, all of these teams playoff contenders. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Hand off to the lone back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That gives him 54 yards rushing in this one, and he is well on his way to a 1,500-yard season. Power football with the run. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down. The Tar Heels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll run it again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels. The Tar Heels respond with that score. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Neutral zone infraction. Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Motion from the wideout. Quick release on the RPO. Could not make his way to the corner.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Unloads quickly. There's some room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do nowadays and how much you put on their plate, one mistake is okay. Those usually aren't the ones that are going to kill you. So one mistake, back-to-back weeks, that's fine. You just can't make multiple, but the team's winning this week, which is the most important stat that he cares about.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Strong, firm tackle. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Handoff for Frazier. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back. And the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark. And when you do, you have a great chance of...
He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Going to the run, it's Frazier. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldog! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the North Carolina sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Trying to impose their will with the run. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Have to execute with precision. Under a minute and a half to play. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
Really good job running the ball, getting that 1st down. Now here comes the tempo.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's Chambers. Unloads to the wideout. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
The Tar Heels in the hurry-up. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes a grab. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. And the Tar Heels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now